Today on WBLN News, picture retakes are today, math extravaganza happened yesterday, and violence breaks out in the classroom. All this and more coming up right now.
Good morning, Belen. I'm Joaquin Solo.
And I'm Carlos Cristobal. Welcome to this edition of WBLN. Here are your news for today, October 28th, 2015.
Yesterday afternoon, math teachers from all over Dade County came to Belen to take part in the Miami-Dade Math Extravaganza Expo. Over 20 book, technology, and resource companies exhibited their products. The event was hosted by Dade County Council of Teachers of Mathematics. The council also holds competitions for students in middle school and high school.
This is the first year that we've hosted the DCTM Math Extravaganza. We've invited teachers from all across Dade County to come to our school and enjoy the freebies and different exhibitions from different vendors, and it's been a huge success. We're very happy to have it.
Picture retakes are today during the 3 lunch periods in the school art gallery. Students who wish to retake their pictures must bring the original package as well as a $20 fee. Please remember to bring your gallery uniform to take the photo. For more info, please see Miss Collins or visit her in room C206 before 4th period.
Attention students, do you need community service hours? The Parish of Holy Rosary St. Richard needs volunteers for their International Food and Art Festival on November 7th, 2015. They especially need juniors and seniors to help out with the parking situation, but they also need help in many other areas. They are located at 7500 Southwest 152nd Street. Please contact Jerry Schuett at 305-253-9681 to schedule your shift.
Relations between the U.S. and China are under pressure as maritime confusion unravels. Recently, the U.S. sent out a naval destroyer, the USS Lassen, to conduct a transit. It arrived within 12 nautical miles of the Subi Reef on Tuesday morning. This mission placed the ship in what is considered sovereign territory belonging to China. Wang Yi, the foreign minister of China, said, "We advise the U.S. side to think twice before action, not to conduct any rash action, and not to create trouble out of nothing." China claims that its activity in the South China Sea does not target any country in particular or interfere with any freedom of navigation. However, this past September, the U.S. spotted Chinese Navy ships within 12 miles of Alaska. As of now, both vessels' actions are consistent with innocent passage maritime laws.
A violent classroom confrontation between a cop and a high schooler in South Carolina is triggering outrage across the country. Video showing a school resource officer pulling a female student from her seat, then slamming her in front of the class, has been shown. The officer is now on paid administrative leave, but critics are demanding he be fired, and now the FBI is opening a civil rights investigation into the incident to determine whether any federal laws were violated. Ricky Labrada has a story.
Okay, you're done with me or am I gonna make you?
South Carolina police officer Ben Fields, seen here, is on administrative leave this morning after his violent takedown of a high school student was caught on camera Monday afternoon. You can see the sheriff's deputy tossing a female student to the ground after she refused to get up from her desk, then throwing her across the classroom floor.
Hands behind your back. Give me your hands. Give me your hands.
We don't want everyone to rush to judgment, but we also feel that the video was very, very disturbing.
According to police, the Richland County student was asked to leave the classroom. When she refused, Fields was called in to arrest her for disturbing class. School officials say the video is, quote, extremely disturbing and has banned the deputy from all district schools pending an investigation. The Sheriff's Department, who's also looking into the matter, says it's still unclear what happened before the camera started rolling.
We'll have to look at this in its totality to understand exactly what happened. Is this a pattern? Is this something that he's done before?
The deputy has been the subject of 2 lawsuits in the last 10 years. In 2007, a couple claimed he used excessive force when questioning them about a noise complaint. The husband says Fields slammed him to the ground, cuffed him, and began kicking him. But the jury ruled in Fields' favor in 2010. In 2013, a student claimed Fields falsely accused the teen of being involved in a gang, the school expelling him. The lawsuit is ongoing.
When you see a video like what we've seen earlier today, it certainly alarms you and makes you a little bit afraid of what is actually happening within our schools.
The deputy has been working for the school district for 7 years and was recently awarded the Culture of Excellence Award in 2014 for proving to be what they say was an exceptional role model to the students. This is Ricardo Labrada reporting for WBLN.
Big applause broke out when the UN General Embassy called for the end of U.S. economic embargo on Cuba. The Assembly passed the resolution Tuesday, as it has for the past 24 years in a row. More than 190 countries supported the move, with only the U.S. and Israel voting against it. Cuba claims that the embargo has cost it more than $1 trillion over the years. But the U.S. says Cuba should blame its own policies for its economic problems. The Obama administration restored diplomatic relations with Havana this year and eased some business and travel restrictions. But only Congress can remove the economic embargo.
The situation in Syria has only been getting worse for many people who've stayed behind. Since the beginning of this month alone, the United Nations estimates that at least another 120,000 people have been displaced by fighting in Aleppo and 2 neighboring provinces in the north of Syria, hundreds of kilometers from Damascus. Whoa.
Stop funding and to stop sending weapons and arms, and to push all parts to get together and find an understanding and find an agreement and a reconciliation. That's what we need. We need that, all of us, Christian and Muslims as well.
Well, it's finally hump day and the week still looks pretty busy. Chess Club will be meeting at 3 p.m. in room F208. The Green Club will meet Wednesday at 3 p.m. on the second floor in the Science Pavilion. Operation Smile meets from 3:15 to 4 in room H221. There will be a Key Club meeting this Thursday at 3 p.m. in the Coscuela. Aviation will meet Thursday at 3 p.m. in room F201. The Philosophy Club will be meeting Thursday in room F207 at 3 p.m. Rho Kappa will be meeting Friday at 3 p.m. in room H221. Model UN will meet Friday at 3 p.m. in room H213. The Beta Club held elections this past Monday during their monthly meeting. Senior Andres Echeverria was elected president, Senior Alexander Falls was vice president, and sophomore Henry Gonzalez as secretary. Congrats to those students. Also, there's a meeting for the Computer Science Club this Thursday at 3 p.m. in room E213. Attention food lovers, the French Club will be bringing crepe maker on Thursday, November 5th, after school in the central patio. Pre-sale tickets are going on for after school in room F217. The price is for $5 for the sweet crepes and $6 for the entree crepes. For more info, please see Miss Alonzo. Attention middle schoolers, ever think about being on TV? Well, WBLN in the Middle will be holding its auditions right here on Friday at 3 p.m. in the studio. For more info, please see Mr. Calderon. Now here's Alejandro Guerrero with this week's Showbiz Spotlight.
The new James Bond movie, Spectre, makes its debut in the UK on Monday, and it features a whole new take on the Bond girl. Monica Bellucci, at 51, she's the oldest Bond girl yet, or as she says, Bond woman. Late-night host Jimmy Fallon found himself in a Massachusetts hospital on Saturday night. Fallon was being honored by Harvard University's Humor magazine, but the celebrations were interrupted when the comedian fell and apparently injured his right hand. At the box office, The Martian topped ticket sales this weekend, banking nearly $16 million. Teen thriller Goosebumps dropped down to second place, earning about $15.5 million. And Bridge of Spies coming in at number 3 for the second week in a row, bringing in about $11.4 million. Legendary actress Maureen O'Hara has died. Her longtime manager says O'Hara died in her sleep from natural causes on Saturday at her home in Idaho. The acclaimed actress starred in dozens of films during Hollywood's golden age, in a career that ran from 1939 through the 60s. Her notable film credits include Miracle on 34th Street and The Quiet Man. She also appeared in a number of westerns and was a favorite co-star of John Wayne. Maureen O'Hara was 95 years old. That's all for the Showbiz Spotlight. Now back to you guys.
Thanks, Alejandro. Now stay tuned as we bring you weather and sports right after these messages.
drugs severely reduces receptor levels in your brain and allows your brain to react a lot slower than it normally should. Doing drugs causes you to act differently than you normally are, and it causes you to ruin relationships in your life that are very meaningful. You'd rather be cool for just a couple of hours or end up looking like this for the rest of your life.
Way down in my soul.
Seeing people through God's eyes changes how we respond to them. Our life has dignity and value.
Because each and every one of us
is uniquely made in God's image.
The sanctity of human life is modeled through Jesus Christ,
who said, "Whatever you did for the least brothers of mine,
you did for me."
Don't be silent in the face of injustice,
but be a voice for those who cannot speak for themselves.
Make sacrifices, embrace all, and let us see people as God sees them.
Every person is made in the image of God.
So reach out and speak for those whose voices aren't heard.
This is what it means to be pro-life.
Good morning, guys. Looks like it's going to be raining all day today, so keep that in mind as you try and stay dry. Let's take a look at the map for today. Right now, the clouds are moving towards the northeast, and they should be expected to cover us all day today, and it'll be very rainy. Let's look at the highs and lows for today. There should be a high 85 and low 73, with a relative humidity at 71%, with the winds coming from the south at 50 miles per hour. It should be partly cloudy with a 20% chance of rain. Let's look at the next 3 days. We should be expecting highs in the mid-80s and lows in the mid to low 70s, with a 30% chance of rain on Thursday, a 20 on Friday, and a 20 on Sunday. That's all for weather, guys, and try to stay dry.
The middle school football team was victorious in their bowl game to conclude their season. The team defeated Kings Academy 28-12 and finished with a 5-2 record. Running back Alex Blanco opened up the scoring for the Wolverines with a 68-yard gallop in the first quarter, and Rafael Abu added a 2-point conversion and on a 3-yard run. Early in the fourth quarter, Belen scored its second touchdown when quarterback Dorian Gonzalez connected with Brendan Golden on a 17-yard pass, and Brendan Rice added the extra point. After the fumble recovery, Golden, on the ensuing kickoff, fullback Drew scored on a 37-yard run. The final score came after a Jacob Moreo fumble recovery and Frank Aguero scored on a 46-yard sweep. Defense was again led by free safety Sean Bodian with 6 tackles and 2 pass breakups, and defensive end Nick Fernandez with 4 tackles and 1 sack. Congratulations to your Wolverines. There will be a freshman, JV, and varsity basketball tryouts at 3:15 p.m. in the gym. In other news, the Florida Panthers faced off against the Colorado Avalanche last night at home. The Panthers consistently put themselves in danger, having to defend against 5 Avalanche power plays. The Cats turned defense into offense by capitalizing their 3 power play opportunities into points. Scoring for the Panthers was Vincent Trocek with 2 goals, Riley Smith with 1 goal, and Brian Campbell with a short-handed goal. The Panthers goalie Roberto Luongo had 32 saves on 33 shots, while Avalanche goalie Roberto Berra had 24 saves on 28 shots. Though the Panthers did end up winning the game 4-1, they suffered a big loss due to the lower body injury of future Hall of Famer Jeremy Jagger. There's no timetable yet on his return. The Caps will play again on Thursday, home against the Boston Bruins. The puck drops at 7:30. The Heat opens its season tonight here at home against the Charlotte Hornets. Tip-off is at 7:30 p.m. In the longest game in the World Series history, the Royals beat the Mets in dramatic fashion. Edison Volquez got the start for the Royals and was solid for 6 innings. Just moments before the game, Volquez's father passed away, but he did not receive the news until after he came off the mound. The game was tied at 3 until the 4th inning until Eric Hosmer hit a sacrifice fly that brought in a runner from third base on score. The series looks to be promising and action-packed. That's all for sports, guys. Now back to you.
Thank you, Nick. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Facebook for all the latest news and pictures. I'm Jack Solo.
And I'm Carlos Cristobal. From everyone here at WBLN, thank you for watching, and stay golden, Wolverines.